Alright, this one I'm gonna call the past, the present, and the future. If there is such a thing anymore. I think, like the Terminator, almost there is no future, or even time itself. It seems the fabric has been, there's a rift open or something, because there is no time anymore for me. Every day is the same as yesterday, and it's going to be the same tomorrow, unless the big one happens, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like Cali's waiting for the big one where it drops into the ocean because of the earthquake. No, now we all sit on the edge of cataclysm, it seems, in this day and age. With, man, truly, it's like, man's quest to become gods puts us all at risk of annihilation. That's the truth. Is this why the rift has been open of time? Why the past, the present, and the future all seem to converge from moment to moment? It's not separate. The past is not separate from the present, nor is the future separate from this moment that we're in right now. That's why I think past, present, and future is very important understanding to have. You know, it's like the past is gone, but the future ain't happened yet. But right now, if you have this moment to think, they say that's the gift of the present. You know what I mean? So they say. I mean, the person that is being boiled alive, the present isn't a gift to that person, because that, it's like Albert Einstein says. When you're with a woman, the time goes by like. But if your hand's in boiling hot water, time seems to sit still. It's like being in jail. Being in jail for a week feels like you've been in there for months. I mean, that's just how soul sucking it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if there is a hell on earth, that's pretty close. That's in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? For real. It's gay. It's a big Nazi fascist cesspool. Basically, it's ugly. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. It's just it's the most ugly side of our society. You know what I'm saying? That right there, and that also smashes together time, because time switches just from that change of situations. Like, here's one thing, I'm so used to things the way they are right now that there's no reference from yesterday to tomorrow to the moment. It's just all a run-on sentence. But if I was to, move to a different state all of a sudden, time would slow down again for a minute, because things would become fresher. You know what I'm saying? And it would be less routine. So then, there's another way that time kind of shifts. You know what I'm saying? And then at some point, though, you get used to it again, and time will start to, it'll catch back up again. The rift will open again, and then all the times will seem to converge. Even your past events in the moment that you're living right now, as the future is being born, you'll see your past and your present. Like, you'll be like, man, I was meant to be here, be thinking about this at this moment in this time, and it's going to lead to this next. This action is going to lead to this reaction, because that's the way things work. You can't mess with one thing without a reaction somewhere else. The greater the messing with here, tinkering, the greater the repercussions there. It's like a whip, okay? When you make a great action, curved action with the whip, the end becomes small, the wave. If you start with the small wave in the beginning, in the end it becomes big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. This is kind of how actions, the past, the present, and the future kind of work sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They're coming back in these different waves and whips, straight lines sometimes, but sometimes they're curved waves where the big in the beginning, small in the end, small in the beginning, big in the end. You know what I'm saying? But the past, man, history, it is everything we're living now is because something happened then. That's like some things in the present you do not understand. The answer lies somewhere in the past. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything that is has been at some point in time, and people, mainstream, uh, like school people, man, don't are divorced from this totally. I mean, they don't even dig around in the dirt and look for bones, man, of the past anymore. It's just uh, they give you, they give you some monkey bones mixed with some human bones and say, "Yep, there's the missing link," and then you just be like, "Yep, that's it." Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm smart. I'm one of the in. I'm in the in crowd. Yeah, I'm the winning team, man. Basically, but they've trained you since school. School spirit. Root for your team, no matter if they right or wrong, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Blind devotion. Uh, you know, that's the past. In the past, they taught me this now, but sometime in between now and that time, I've learned that it was a big joke or a big programming mind control element of society trying to curb us either into this herd population where I ended up or into the managerial Masonic secret society hierarchy class of human being. These are all the people right now selling us down the river to the New World Order because they've always been on board. They were born on board in a lot of cases. Even the people who had potential to gain entry into these places, they're still just pawns. They never make it beyond that base level, truly. You know what I'm saying? And the base level will always be replaced. It'll just get killed off. By the time it's time for a promotion, oh, you all got to go. And then you'll just get new eager recruits. You know what I'm saying? Past, present, and future. That's how these people have a grasp on the past. They're in control of the present. So you know where they're going to end up in the future. On top. That's where they desire to be. They're exalting themselves. Like I said, man's quest to become gods. You know what I'm saying? Where this is all man's going to learn as he attains his god likeness. Is he's going to watch the earth be destroyed before his eyes. And then because of his life extension technology, he's not going to die like normal people who just die and then the pain's over. No, you're going to it's kind of like in that movie about the angels with Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan, okay? The angel falls for the woman and then he gets the woman, but then she dies. Now he's trapped here. There's your analogy, or the Orpheus guy in Greek mythology, the guy that goes to Hades and plays the song for Satan, and it's so beautiful. He says, "Yeah, you can have the soul of your wife back, but if she looks back to Hades before you get to the back to the earth and out of the underworld, uh, she'll be stuck down here forever." And right at the end, the guy Orpheus he can see daylight again. He's almost out of the cave, and he turns around and he sees his wife. But then, right as she's sucked back down into hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the analogy here. This is what man's quest for godhood truly is. It's that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be careful what you wish for. You want to be God so bad, it's like, well, you're going to catch that baton and it's going to be too heavy for you to carry and it's going to crush you under the weight. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's the analogy. This is the metaphor, the parable of apotheosis. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, it's almost like 300. Xerxes fancies himself to be a god, and they really do. This is how these people think, and they did in the past, and they do in the present, and in the future, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Nowhere ever in history has any man who has been handed power ever given it back. Actually, they seek out more and more and more. They become Wendigo. You know what I'm saying? They become insatiable because they're under the influence of the giants, the spirits of the dead, the kings, old Atlantis kings and stuff of that nature. Or that guy from Greece, man. What is it called? The Odysseus. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. You know, it's real. You should look into it. Past, present, and the future. Is there such a thing?